how's it going, everybody? Welcome to Freebeat, and thank you. So if you haven't noticed, the channel hit 100 subscribers, which feels absolutely insane, so thank you to every single one of you who have liked, disliked, commented, shared the videos with your friends and family, and most importantly, subscribed. I've only been uploading daily for about a month. It's been like, I think, 33, 34 days, something like that. And when I started uploading daily, we only had 19 subscribers here at the channel. So I don't know if you can see that little number right there, but it says 108 right now, which means we have gained, what is that, 89 subscribers in just about a month, which is crazy. If you know anything about YouTube, you know that everybody says the hardest thing to do is to get your first 100 subscribers. Some people never get here, you know, after years and years and years of uploading, so to do it after a month just feels amazing. So again, a huge thank you to all of you who are here. I can't wait to see where this goes, and thank you so much. Now, I really wanted to do something to give back to you guys, so I'm proud to announce that right now I am working on a sample pack for everybody. I've never made a sample pack before, so it's probably not going to be the best, but I've gotten more than a few requests by a lot of different people to make one. So I decided, you know, what better way to give back to all of you for giving me 100 subscribers than to give you guys a sample pack. So it's going to be, I think, some like one-shot drum type stuff, and then maybe some loops, some phrases, patterns that you guys can resample and chop up and slice up how you see fit. So yeah, be on the lookout for that soon. It's going to be here probably in the next week or so. But yeah, guys, thank you so much, and without further ado, let's get into today's normal video. Alright, so here we are, we've got the Teenage Engineering OPZ, and today's video actually is inspired by a question I got on the 5/4 jam with changing bass steps video from Jesiah. They ask, appreciate you exploring these limits of the OPZ. Any luck getting a real triplet going? All I want is a shaker that uses two sounds, and then as an example they have shake, shake, shook on top of my 4/4 kick. Seems to be surprisingly hard, despite the OPZ easily adjusting to less common step counts. Alright, well thank you very much, Jesiah, for the question, and to be honest, I'm not sure. So I believe we've got an open track right here. Yeah. Cool. So for those of you who are not as musically inclined, basically he wants 4/4 on the kick. So let's put that one down. Let's go 2, 3, 4, just like that. And then they also want to do quarter note triplets. Well, actually, I'm not sure if it's quarter note or eighth note triplets over it. So let's play our rhythm here. Quarter note triplets. And then eighth note triplets would be like so let's see if we can't get two of those going. And they want us to use two different sounds too. So I don't have a shaker on here. Yeah. But let's just use those. So I think the way to do it is going to be to play it live, because the grid right here is pretty straight. Even if we were to hold the metronome button and move the green dial to increase the swing, that would kind of mess with the rest of the track. So especially if you want to play straight over the rest of it. So let's see if there's two better sounds. How about just that? F and F sharp right there. So let's try and record this and see how it sounds. Actually, you know what? I'm going to try two notes that are very far apart so I can play it with two fingers. So let's we're going to arm it to record, play, and we'll try to do this. So that was, I kind of messed it up, sorry, the cable's pulling the OPZ crooked. I messed it up a little bit in my playing, and it's, like I said, it's a bummer we can't input it there. I kind of want to grab the key step and try that, but I think I can do it on here. So the thing to be careful with quarter note triplets is if your tempo's right here, it's da 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 da, and it's very easy to fall into like dotted eighth note, dotted quarter note, dotted quarter note, quarter note. Like dot 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 dot. No, I'll snap over it. So like. Which is different than a quarter note triplet, which is just the same distance between the notes all the way through. So that's one thing to look out for. There we go, A and F. We'll do it that. Let's turn off our metronome. Well, honestly, I think that's about as close as we're going to be able to get, just with the OPZ right now, I think. That feels pretty good. It feels pretty okay. Let's try eighth note triplets and see how that works. This will be a little harder. Let's try it. Messed up, clear the track, and again. So the problem is on the last one, I played it off. I played closer to the da 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 when it's da 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 da. Try again. So you can hear the last time through, right over here, it does feel a little stiff. So let's try that last set again. That felt better. And you can actually see, before it had the last note right there, this time it's moved it over one step. So, I don't know. To me, that feels pretty close to eighth note triplets. You know what? Let's try it on the hi-hat, actually. There might be a shaker on the hi-hat track. Yeah. We're going to try it one-handed. Quarter notes first. So that last one is a little stiff. I'll give you that. But let's try to quantize it and see what happens. So let's quantize this track all the way and see what the OPZ thinks we're trying to do. Interesting. So definitely not a quarter note triplet. Da 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 da. It pushes the last note of each triplet up ahead a little bit. Let's set this down to no quantization. And you know what? Let's switch this note back down to our original note. So now it'll be the same sound all the way through. Matt might be able to help us tell a little easier if you can do quarter note triplets on it. Which, to me, that sounds pretty good. I like that a lot. I think that's a resounding yes. That you can do it. You just have to play it in real time and just try as many times as it takes for you to get it right. Let's try, oh boy, let's try eighth note triplets. This is going to be rough. So there was a little bit of stutter at the end on my part. Let's try again. Let's bring down the, I guess, bring down the decay a little. I'm not sure. There we go. That's what I wanted. Yeah. I took the tail of that off so we could actually hear where the notes were kind of hitting. To me, those are eighth note triplets. And let's quantize this one. So you cannot do it with quantization if you've played with the intention to swing. That's pretty cool. Let's add a kick on like 2 and 4, or a snare, sorry. How about those two? Let's throw it right there, and right there. that's pretty sweet. I like that quite a bit. And again, we could go into the cymbal track here like we did, and we could change any of these to different sounds. Which is really neat. I guess I shouldn't change the one that's right on the snare drum. It's harder to hear. Let's change this one. There we go. You can hear it right. That's really cool. Wow. This thing continues to blow me away all the time. Let's change that back real quick here. It was this one? No. Oh, whoops, I'm on track. Let's see here. It was this note. Nope. It's one of these. It's that one. There we go. Cool. Let's real quick. Let's go to the arpeggio track here, because I know. Oh wait, I need to go to this page. Okay, so that confirms a couple things. Let's bring this down. Let's turn the effects set off. No delay. Just no reverb either. Said no reverb. There we go. And bring up the volume. So this is a legit eighth note triplet because we're on the arpeggiator, and I set it to play eighth note triplets. So that matches up really well with the hi-hat that we played in there, or shaker, whatever it was. That, to me, proves that you can do eighth note and quarter note triplets on here. If the robotic version of it, that's nice and straight and sequenced, or straight as in, programmed. If I can live play hi-hat in and the OPZ can pick up those nuances, as long as you do not, what's the word I'm looking for? Quantize. As long as you do not quantize the track that you are recording in live time and real time, you can play quarter note and eighth note triplets. There is one more thing I want to check though. So we are gonna clear our pattern here, our whole pattern, and this time we're gonna go to the kick track. We're gonna set it to, let's just say 4 bars, and we're still gonna do 4 on the floor. Oh, which is just the whole way, isn't it? Yep. And let's turn our click off. Cool. Now let's try this, and we're gonna change up the sound a little bit. So this should work the same. Let's just play quarter note triplets. Oh, I forgot. Let's set this track to 4 as well, and see if it'll last the whole way across. Because remember, actually, let's set this track to 8, to 8 measures long. Now, I learned this the hard way a few days ago, a couple weeks ago maybe. I found out that the larger you stretch the phrase, so in this case 8 measures, the less resolution, quote unquote, the steps actually have. So the less fancy you can get in between steps. So if we set it to the max length, or 8, which is what the max most people use, I wonder if we can still do it. So let's try that. Let's just do quarter note triplets. So I'm going to say that's a no. Interesting. For fun, let's quantize this. So you can hear, when we quantize it, I clearly didn't play them all perfectly, but regardless, it was not going to play them all in there. So let's close this out, or erase that, what we did. Let's set it to 4 measures long now, and now let's try. Alright, that didn't sound right. That might have been my fault, so we'll give it one more try. That sounds right. Yeah, cool. So it does work at 4 measures per phrase. And that's only for the track that you are actually recording in. Because if we were to go to the kick track, erase the kick track, set it to 1 measure long, and then just go 4 on the floor again, like that, our cymbal track will still show that it's got 4 bars lit up. So, yeah. Cool. Let's try this with 8th note triplets, just to see what the line is and what the limit is. Oh, I hope the OPZ was in frame. I just looked at the screen of the camera, and it was way down here. So, yeah. Anyway, let's go. No! All right. So that's a big no there. Let's change our track or our measure length here to 2 measures long. Let's see if we can do 8th notes there. Yes. Okay. Okay, I didn't play them perfect, but the notes are very clearly all there. So 2 measures long. Yes, you can do 8th notes. That's the cutoff for 8th notes. 8th note triplets. 4 measures is the cutoff for quarter note triplets. So wow, that was actually quite illuminating, and the fact that you can do that is pretty cool. Let's just quantize this just to see what happens here. Okay. So yeah, that was really cool. Jesiah, thank you so much for your question. This was a really fun little experiment, and I learned a lot from doing that. I learned that I'm terrible at playing quarter note and 8th note triplets with just my fingers. But I hope this was illuminating for everybody, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and throw a like on it. If not, you can click the dislike button. That's okay too. Either way, be sure to click subscribe and then hit that little bell to turn on notifications. That way you will not miss any of my daily uploads. And with all that out of the way, guys, thank you so much for watching. Yes, the OPZ can do quarter note and 8th note triplets. Jesiah, I hope I answered your question. Thanks again, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.